We still have a very small run of the Desire deck boxes left in stock without the Field Center. If you want to pick up one of yours, I'll leave a link down below so you can grab yours today. Let's pass on over to Saturday Market Watch, shall we? Happy Saturday morning to the 34% of you as well. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Blackwing Armor Master. You know, how many times have we looked at Crystal Revenge on this channel? I'll give you a hint. A lot. This is one of the worst sets in Yu-Gi-Oh! History, people said. Well, why is everything going up? That's, it's really weird, actually. I don't get it, but last sold listings were $113, $110, $90 a day or two ago. All right. Lowest listing right now is, what, 97 on up to 110 for light play, 114, 118, 121, and then they escalate so forth here. So what's the general consensus I'm getting out of this? Well, from the way that this particular card is holding now, I think you're going to continue to see this up. And we've already seen Yata go through the roof. You've already seen the Exodia limbs go through the roof. It's not a particularly good place to be out here for this. Now, I keep getting told every other day that Access Code Talker is going to go to the moon. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but they have a little bit. You have 505 here, 505, and then you jump up to 575. You are actually starting to touch that $600 mark. Am I surprised by this? No, and you shouldn't be either, considering the fact that we're kind of in that era right now where Access Code Talker's taken that back seat, and that's like the only real thing that's kind of detouring people from probably committing to this a lot more. And I think you're going to continue to see more and more people kind of, I guess, go hands-free on this, but you can already tell that the market's already starting to pick these up. So, yeah, Access Code Talkers are starting to disappear off the market. I don't foresee a stop to that anytime soon. The rest of this, I mean, the Exodia pieces are up to 640 now for the head. You see low listings on these, and they continue to ramp up. Technically, if you bought ahead for, you know, the $300 mark, you went infinite. That Gamer's Choice pre-order, you could buy all the limbs for $1,000, looks way more inviting now. The left arm, excuse me, the right arm now, $240, right leg now $245. All of the limbs coming up to $1,000 plus the head. You're looking at $1,600 to $1,700 just for an Exodia set, which is ridiculous. The one that hasn't really moved has been the Borreload Savage, and the Super Polys have actually been going down. To be honest, I mean, there's not really a huge application to make this in the format outside of Dragon Link, which is nothing bad. Don't get me wrong, all right? Like, the Dragon Link being able to make this makes this a good card, but, like, this also has an ulti, which means that your community is going to be split between, do I want to pick up the ulti for this, or do I consider, you know, the Starlight your higher rarity? And I do see that we're still only on 7 listings of Yata. Absolutely amazing to me that this card is still $200 right now. Like, absolutely amazing. Your boxes, this set, are still $60. Regular Access Code Talker's $25. The Toon Black Luster Soldiers at $8 right now. Your Celine's at 6s, heading on up to 7s. Borreloads at 7s as well. Like, there's so many. Even Clockwork Knight's finally starting to go up. Even though there's 120 listings of these on today's market. Like, think about that for a second here. When you have this many listings and you're still holding that strong, man, Crystal Revenge really is just that amazing of a set. I don't really have much else to say to this. If you want, like, good, strong cards, you know, if you want to go play the Starlight game, I mean, everybody else seems to be doing it. Quaking Mirror Force. So this was brought up to me. I've gotten several DMs from people going, hey, Robbie, hey. Quaking Mirror Force is the Kashtira counter. So is Book of Lunar Eclipse. I'm not going to sit here and wait for my opponent to go into a battle phase and make a commitment to a battle swing when I can just book a moon cleanup on my turn. If they lock all my spell and trap card zones, I feel like I'm already losing the game at that point, so there's not really much I can do. It's kind of why, like, I have an issue with this card, is because this is more receptive to a particular, like, battle phase oriented thing, and I don't think that this is really worth it. But people like to reach, people want to talk about it, so I figured we'd humor it strictly on the theory of, hey, this is a thing. I mean, there's been a little bit of seismic activity on this, but you're still looking at $2 to $3. Your first ed copies, yeah, about $3-ish at this point. So nothing too crazy. Just be a little bit aware of what's going on with this and the hype that is built around it. Now, this one genuinely shocked me. Why in the world is Junk Archer, of all things, why are these? Why is a super rare down here from Legendary Collection 5Ds $31? Oh, legacy formats. Oh boy. I actually didn't catch this until recently. When this was brought to my attention, I was like, what? The last sold listings were on 113 and 111 for this, and they sold at $20 and $18. Big thing here though, that's a lot of money. I actually hope that we do see this kind of calm down, but like, this is ridiculous. 119 was your last sold listing at $17, but these ramp up to $30+ at this point in time. But once again, if you're a fan of these older formats, I mean, you're willing to pay the price to get these cards in order to play. And you know, Dandy Warrior is one of those decks that people really did enjoy from that era, that you really could have access to make. So yeah, very, very pricey cards, man. Like, this should not be this expensive, but I don't... Where would they reprint this at this point in time? Like, if anything, it would have to be tossed into a common bin somewhere, I feel like. Maybe an OTS pack, but I don't even think that's really worth it at this stage. Oh boy, all the Galaxy... what is people's fast... I understand that the next set is Galaxy support, but like... Near mint 168, 156. You know, the Ghost Rares for this didn't even go that crazy in comparison to a lot of the other stuff that you've really seen out there on your market. $95? Yeah. You get light plays for $100. Like, this is really nothing. Like, there's nothing too crazy to say about, you know, at least Galaxy Eyes. Now, the rest of your Ghost Rares, I mean, number 107, you get a light play for 46. You can get a mod play Photon Dragon here for $30. These Photon Lords, these are still $39. I actually hope Konami does give this a reprint soon, because this card has no business being anywhere near the price tag that it is right now. So much money for... I'm glad to see that they are calming down a little bit, though. You are seeing from that $40 price point. Ugh, disgusting. Lightning Vortex. Are we really doing this? We know that this is going to be expensive. I see $320 up there. Your damaged copies? Ugh. Oh, that's a lot of money. You can get a Korean ulti for $30. Let's hit first ed here. What are we working with? Probably an insane amount. Light play for $250, $300. Yeah, you're looking $750 for a PSA 9. No thanks. That's ridiculous. I'm out. Astral Karibo. So I've been asked by a few other people if I think that this is worth picking up for the cashier hype. Honestly, yes and no. I already had these from when I was messing around with the Utopia deck as it was. So just, if you've already got these, I think it's worth it. It's a very gimmicky engine to kind of build into the deck. Whether or not it's going to have some sort of success, I don't know. I don't think it's really worth it. I think a lot of people look at this card for the hype aspect of things. I mean, you're looking at $10 a copy. It's not horrible if you want to play it. I mean, but the thing is, like, you're not going to play just one of these. I feel like this is a 0 or 3 level of dedication to your deck just to make sure that you can combo up with this. Bujinki Ahashima. Man, this has been like one of my favorite $5 cards to track for so long. $5.29, man, these are just selling out here. All right, yeah. This is one of the most consistent $5 selling cards on the market today. I mean, you hit the $6 mark here after a little while, but they are moving. That's very interesting to know. Swords of Concealing Light. Oh no, the ultis for these. You know, we tracked these a very long time ago. We were ahead of the buyout for this by a lot, and I see that there's still a lot of mod plays, a lot of damage. You hit $68 down there for light play. Yikes, that's a lot. Then your lowest first hit's $125, on up to $180, on up to $200. I don't realistically think anybody's gonna be paying that right now, but all right. Oh, Infernal Wing ultis. What do these go for now? It's been so long. These are always a phenomenon to me. You're looking at $110 for light play first. That's actually very interesting. And then you head on up to the $175 mark. Huh. Well, that's today's market. What do you guys think? A lot of strange things happening, but please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.